Why your belly fat won't go away. You work out. You try to eat better. Maybe you even skip desserts, drink more water, walk every day. And yet the fat around your stomach refuses to disappear. And after a while, it starts to feel personal. Because the belly is usually the first place people gain fat, and the last place they lose it. But here's what most people never hear. Belly fat is not just about calories. In many cases, your body is actively holding on to that fat for biological reasons: hormones, stress, sleep deprivation, insulin resistance, inflammation, and even the foods marketed as healthy can quietly keep your waistline expanding. Hi, I'm Dr. Elena Quinn, and today I want to explain why your belly fat won't go away, even if you feel like you're doing everything right. Because once you understand what's actually happening inside your body, everything changes. And some of these reasons may shock you. Let's start with the biggest mistake people make. But abdominal fat behaves differently from fat in other areas of the body, especially the deep fat that surrounds your organs, known as visceral fat. This type of fat is biologically active. It releases inflammatory chemicals. It affects hormones, and it's strongly linked to heart disease, diabetes, fatigue, high blood pressure, and even memory problems. So when your body starts accumulating belly fat, it's often a sign that something deeper is happening metabolically. And one of the biggest drivers is insulin. Every time you eat foods high in sugar or refined carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises. In response, your body releases insulin. Insulin's job is to move sugar out of the bloodstream and into your cells. But when insulin levels stay high for too long, day after day, year after year, your body starts becoming resistant to it. This is called insulin resistance, and it changes everything because high insulin levels tell your body to store fat, especially around the abdomen. Even worse, insulin resistance makes fat burning more difficult. And here's the scary part. Many people have insulin resistance without even knowing it. They just notice the symptoms: constant hunger, cravings after meals, fatigue in the afternoon, difficulty losing weight, brain fog, and stubborn belly fat. Now let's talk about something people massively underestimate: stress. Your body cannot tell the difference between emotional stress and physical danger. And when your brain senses danger, it releases cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. In small amounts, it's helpful. But chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated for long periods of time. And high cortisol has a very specific effect on the body. It promotes belly fat storage, especially in the lower abdomen. This is why some people gain weight during emotionally difficult periods. Even when their eating habits don't change much, their hormones change, their sleep changes, their cravings increase, and their body enters a constant survival mode. In survival mode, your body becomes less interested in burning fat. It wants protection, energy reserves, quick calories, comfort foods. That's why stress eating feels almost automatic. Your biology is pushing you toward it. And this connects directly to another hidden cause of belly fat: sleep deprivation. Most people have no idea how powerfully sleep affects body fat. When you consistently sleep poorly, several dangerous things happen at once. Your cortisol rises, your insulin sensitivity drops, your hunger hormones become disrupted, and your brain starts craving high-calorie foods. In fact, studies show that sleep deprivation increases cravings for sugar, processed foods, and fast carbohydrates. You can exercise every day, but if your sleep is terrible, your metabolism is fighting an uphill battle. Now let's discuss one of the biggest modern traps: healthy foods that aren't actually helping you. Many people trying to lose weight switch to low-fat yogurts, granola bars, smoothies, fruit juices, cereal, protein snacks, or diet products. But many of these foods are highly processed and packed with hidden sugars. Some healthy breakfast cereals spike blood sugar almost as aggressively as dessert. And liquid calories are especially dangerous because they don't satisfy hunger the same way solid foods do. So people consume hundreds of calories without feeling full. Then they crash, get hungry again, and repeat the cycle all day. This constant roller coaster of blood sugar and insulin makes belly fat extremely difficult to lose. And there's another problem most people never think about: muscle loss. As we age, especially after our 30s and 40s, we naturally begin losing muscle mass. This process is called sarcopenia, and muscle is incredibly important for metabolic health. Muscle tissue burns more energy than fat tissue, even at rest. So when people lose muscle, their metabolism slows down. But many people accidentally make this worse by doing endless crash diets. They lose weight quickly, but they also lose muscle. Then eventually the weight returns, except now their metabolism is lower than before. This creates the frustrating cycle so many people experience: lose weight, regain weight, lose weight again, regain even more. And each cycle makes belly fat harder to eliminate. That's why sustainable fat loss is not about starving yourself. People think they need to punish their bodies to lose weight. Hours of exhausting workouts, extreme calorie restriction, constant guilt. But excessive cardio can elevate cortisol even more, especially if the body is already under stress. This is why strength training is so powerful. Building muscle improves insulin sensitivity, supports metabolism, and helps the body burn fat more efficiently over time. And no, lifting weights will not make most people bulky. That fear stops many people from doing one of the healthiest things possible for long-term fat loss and healthy aging. Now let's talk about alcohol. Even moderate alcohol consumption can strongly affect belly fat accumulation. Alcohol disrupts sleep quality, impairs fat burning, increases appetite, and weakens impulse control around food. But there's another reason alcohol matters. Your liver prioritizes processing alcohol before burning fat. So while your body is focused on detoxifying alcohol, fat burning temporarily slows down, and over time, frequent drinking contributes significantly to abdominal fat gain, especially combined with stress, poor sleep, and processed food. Many people obsess over calories alone. Two people can eat the same number of calories and experience very different results depending on sleep, stress, hormones, muscle mass, insulin sensitivity, and overall metabolic health. That's why some people feel like their body is broken, but often their body is simply overwhelmed. And one of the most dangerous things social media has normalized is impatience. People expect dramatic transformations in 2 weeks, but real metabolic healing takes time, especially if the body has been under stress for years. This is why consistency matters more than perfection. You do not need to become obsessed. You do not need to punish yourself. And you definitely do not need another miracle detox tea. What actually works is surprisingly simple, although not always easy. Prioritize protein, build muscle, sleep more, reduce ultra-processed foods, walk daily, manage stress, and stop living in constant extremes. Because the truth is, your body wants stability. Now, there's one more thing I need to say. Your body is constantly trying to protect you based on the signals it receives. The goal is not punishment. The goal is understanding. Because once you understand the real drivers behind belly fat, you stop blaming yourself for every failed diet. And you start making changes that actually support your biology instead of fighting against it. The fitness industry makes billions convincing people that weight loss is about willpower alone, but biology is more complicated than that. And honestly, many people are exhausted because they've spent years fighting symptoms instead of fixing the root causes. So if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this: your belly fat is not always a sign of laziness, Sometimes it's a signal that your hormones, sleep, stress, nutrition, or metabolism need attention. And the sooner you start addressing those deeper issues, the easier everything becomes. If you found this video helpful, make sure to follow my channel for more science-based health videos designed to help you understand your body and take back control of your health. I'm Dr. Elena Quinn, and I'll see you in the next video.